solve problems. Joining us now on the line on the show here, the JT Show, is Mr. JT Williamson himself. Congrats there, JT. Big time.
Yeah. How about them Dawgs?
That was awesome.
It really was, man. I tell you, to basically one hit them and shut them out, that was pretty amazing last night. And Gerard, I'll be honest with you, with being kind of down and everything, I've watched just about every game that Mississippi State has played this year, along with my wife and my daughter, who are big sports fans, and of course big State fans. It's funny, everybody has to sit in a certain place and wear a certain thing, and there's a lot of superstition going on. But I don't know. I just had a feeling yesterday, all day long, that they were going to win this thing. I don't know why. It just seemed like they had not more attitude. It just seemed like they were just looser and ready to play.
Yeah,
and
I sense the same.
I don't know if Rocker was on short rest, even though he didn't have to throw against North Carolina. But Bednar was even on shorter rest, on 3-day rest, which I thought he was impressive last night. The kid did not want to come out of the ball game, and they finally just said, "Look, we got enough up here. You're not going back in." Looking out for his arm and his future, but it was a special day to be a Bulldog, and it's a special day today. The iced tea tastes a little better, the sun's a little brighter, and to do something that Mississippi State probably should have already accomplished, but just hadn't had things go their way. Going there 3 years in a row and getting to the championship game back, what was it, in 2018?
Yeah.
Against UCLA, and they just ran into a buzzsaw, a really good team there. But I just had a feeling all day yesterday they were going to pull this thing out. I never dreamed that it would be a shutout 9-0, though.
Yeah, I was talking to Brian Haydad earlier and had the same thought yesterday and thought about saying it on the show, but elected not to so as not to jinx. But I just felt like Vanderbilt was just so tight at the plate in particular, and we're not taking good cuts, and we're sort of swinging not to fail as opposed to swinging to succeed, which is a recipe for failure at the plate in baseball, as you know, and it just a totally different approach and attitude, and I don't know, they just didn't look good. They sort of relied on their pitching, which pitched well, but the too many walks is just unusual for those guys, and Mississippi State capitalized on them, which is what you're supposed to do when the other team gives you a freebie.
You knew last night when they got to 5 runs and Rocker was just getting his pitch count up. You really started feeling like the tide was turning. I tell you, the most impressive stat of the whole College World Series was the fact that Mississippi State did not commit an error.
Right. Incredible.
The entire World Series, which I believe is a record. I don't believe it's ever happened.
I think that's right. Yep.
And for them, if you'd asked me back in March that Mississippi State was going to go all the way to the College World Series and win it, I'd have said I don't think they'll do it with this team, because they were struggling hitting. They finally got that to come around, and we're able to piece some things together, and some kids really started hitting. Kellen Clark, the young kid, the freshman out of Brandon, man, he just wrote that ball to take it to 9 runs last night. They talked about him during one of the pre-games of one of the games that during batting practice he was just killing the ball, and he's going to be a special little player for us, I think. But all eyes to Bednar last night for him to pitch the no-hitter that he did, and to pitch on the short rest, and the kid's going to make some money.
Yeah,
that's the cool thing about it, to see these kids and watch. And I thought it was pretty cool just seeing all the people that were there. Of course, Dak Prescott, but then you had Papelbon and Palmero and all these other people that had gone to gone to Omaha to watch the Dogs play. I think they had a gut feeling too, maybe to go and to be there for Prescott to be there both days and then address the team in the locker room. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. You know, the other thing that accounts for so much in sports, and especially in baseball, is just kind of drawing a contrast. The Mississippi State team and the players really, it just appeared to be all about winning and performing for their school and for their fans and for their state. Vanderbilt, you didn't get that same feeling, did you?
No, it was kind of me and I out for them, you know. Everybody look at me.
Yeah.
I'm Leonard, I'm Rocker, you know. It's just a little bit different. I don't know what happened with the deal with North Carolina State. I don't know what they say happened, but look, it couldn't happen to a nicer bunch. They got an advantage on all the rest of us with the scholarships and
yep.
You know, I just proud. Look, I'm a proud Bulldog this morning. I'm not going to kid you.
Well, how are you feeling?
I feel okay today. I got to go tomorrow. I got some treatment. I got to get some more blood. I want to talk about that again, too, real quick. I got platelets day before yesterday when I talked to y'all, and I just cannot stress enough to everybody to understand that there's a whole lot of people out there just like me, bud, that need blood, and they need it on a regular basis right now when they're going through treatment. And when they've been through treatment, and what it does to you is the fact your body can't produce the blood cells that it needs, and we don't have a choice. We have to get it. And I just want people, again, I know I say when you're on the other side of the bag, it makes a big difference. And I've never been on the other side of the bag till all of this. And I just can't stress enough. Man, if just half the people that were listening right now would go donate blood, take you 30, 45 minutes, you know, we could be out of this problem right now. And the hospitals don't have them right now. They don't have the blood. And we're one bad trauma away from really being in trouble. But right now, they can't even serve the cancer patients. They're doing the best they can. Now, don't get me wrong. I haven't been to the point where I hadn't been able to get it, but we have had to wait. And I want people to understand, you know, that's very serious. And I know y'all did a good job down there Wednesday. Well, not Wednesday. When were y'all there? Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah.
Every day runs together these days. But y'all were there Tuesday, and y'all did a great job. I saw you won a gift certificate. I thought that was pretty funny. But you donated, and I mean, George, that one donation, heck, that could be blood I get tomorrow. I may be getting George's blood.
That'd be awesome.
You know, if you think about that. So,
well, I want you to know also, JT, before we go here, several people came in while I was there and said they were coming in and donating for you. I mean, 2 people right next to me while I was donating said that. Wow. I just want you to know that.
Well, my neighbor across the street, she's from Canada, and she's a very dear friend of mine. She donated the other day, and she always hopes I get her blood so she can say that I'm part Canadian now. So
awesome.
Dear friends, y'all have a good day, man, and how about them Dogs?
Appreciate you checking in. Congratulations to you, JT, and the Bulldog Nation. Enjoy it, man.
Thank you, bud.
The great JT Williamson checking in. Congrats to him. Man, that's so special for him. I'm so glad about that, and thanks to all that are donating blood.